Hello, Facebook family and friends. This is Edwin Cabrera coming to you live from Manassas, Virginia. No, I am not laying down on the job. I just wanted to talk to you about stretching. There are 4 types of stretching. Number 1, hey, like in yoga. In yoga, you just stretch, or a static stretch, or a passive stretch. Where you just relax and you let your body drop and you relax the muscles and you let them go and let the weight of your body do the stretching for you, right? That's number 1. That's the easiest kind of stretch you want to do. And that's usually the way you want to start anyway. Number 2 is a more dynamic stretch. That the first one is a static. This is a more dynamic. So when you reach wherever you touch or wherever you can reach to, you pull yourself. You use your you just use your you grab wherever you can to pull yourself to maximize the stretch. That's the second way of stretching. Now, number 3 is what's called a ballistic kind of stretching, where you basically move and let the momentum stretch you, so you reach. Ballistic is, a lot of people say you got to be careful with that, but you should warm up your body first, definitely, before you do ballistic stretching, because, the way we move and everything, we're always doing ballistic stretching. When you reach down and grab something off the floor real quick, that's ballistic stretching. So now number 4 is 2 parts to number 4. You could do it 2 different ways. Number 4, you can reach and then imagine there was a weight on you and you're trying to pull up against that weight. So you're pushing and you're contracting, let's say the muscles in your back and the muscles in your leg. You're doing that. It's an isometric exercise where you contract and you don't move. That's what's an isometric exercise, where there's a contraction in the muscle, but it's not a moving contraction. Okay, it's a stationary contraction. That's the first part of that. The second part of it is, let's say you grab wherever you can grab, and then you imagine that you're lifting yourself up, so you're pulling up against your toes or against your ankles, and you're reaching up like this, so that again you're contracting the muscles in your back. Again, it's an isometric exercise. Now the last part, those 2 parts, is called they are called proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. It's a long big word, right? Because the proprioceptors are small mechanisms in your body that tell your muscle how much to stretch and how much to contract. Those are proprioceptors, right? And you are basically trying to facilitate those proprioceptors when you do the stretching and the contracting. So you're pulling, or you're thinking of lifting. Imagine you're lifting yourself up, against a weight or against someone pushing against you. And you can do this for any kind of stretch that you can go into. This kind of stretch, any stretch that you do, any yoga stretch. Yoga doesn't believe in that, though. That's the whole thing. Yoga is a relax, breathe, let the weight of your body take over the stretch. So when you come down like this, you just let the muscles release, get in touch with those muscles. Breathe deeply, always breathe, and let the weight of your body and the relaxation of your muscles take over the stretch. So those are 4 ways of stretching. Like I said, first is passive, just let the body weight do it. Second is active, where you basically pull yourself into the stretch. Third, you think of is ballistic, is movement in it. And fourth is a proprioceptive stretch, where you contract the muscles that are stretching. Edwin Cabrera signing off here in Manassas, Virginia. Just figured I'd give you a little knowledge of my, you have to remember I was a phys ed teacher most of my life anyway. And I wanted to just share that with you. So it's Edwin Cabrera signing off here in Manassas, Virginia. Take care. Bye.